know what happened in Valkyria Chronicles 1. I don't know what happens in 4.
Yeah.
Do you know all the way through 1? I think I showed you that one, didn't I?
We watched it.
Okay.
I mean, it's been a little while, so I don't remember exactly what happened.
Okay. Well, if you got any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that I have it memorized, but I kind of do.
Oh, okay.
So all I know about this is what I have been told coming in.
Okay.
The summary at least makes it seem as though you're basically playing the story of Valkyria Chronicles 1 from the other side.
Oh. Hmm. Interesting.
But it's not a straight 1-to-1.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like this is the story told from the perspective of the other side. They actually have DLC for the original Valkyria Chronicles where you just straight up play 1-to-1 other side. This one apparently they tell the story from the perspective of one of the squads on the enemy from Valkyria Chronicles 1. So that's what I know, and I don't even know that it's accurate because I haven't actually played it. So are you here? Fantastic. Okay, it looks like all this stuff is set. I tried to set this earlier. I didn't want to play through it without you. So we both get it through, so. Normal. We're not gonna.
There is an easy one.
There is, but we're not gonna shortchange ourselves on
The
this.
day our hometown burned.
Right.
That was the day we enlisted. At last, we had something to believe in. Something worth fighting for. None of us yet knew. We couldn't foresee what this war would cost us. It was a battlefield, but it was where we grew up.
Yep. Of course, I always love the art style of this entire series. Yep. Okay, so you're not quite playing the enemy. You're playing a group that was neutral in the original game. Not exactly neutral. You were neutral. And the Empire invaded your homeland.
Wind out of the northeast.
These are the
Clear
Allies.
skies. And, nap time's over. Come on, Raz.
I wasn't napping, just resting my eyes. You gotta relax, man. You are way too freaking tense. Your hands are shaking. So sack up, Commander. It's about time we get ready to roll out. Let's show those imps what's coming to them.
Yeah.
Right.
A shift in the wind. There.
Huh? You getting those wind whispers again? Imperials incoming! All right, boys, it's go time!
Squad E!
Go time,
Do you
who?
read me? Squad E!
This is Commander Claude Wallace. Squad E.
The Imperial forces are on the move, heading for your position!
Ready to engage.
Do not let them break through to the front line! you.
Roger that. Over.
Good luck, Squad E.
They won't advance until they're done shelling the area. We should have time to prepare. Kai, take a group to that southern hill and slow down their left flank. Raz, take 2 soldiers east and make some noise for me. You got that?
Gotcha.
Yep.
Keep up or get left behind.
At your command. Hoffman, roll out. Squad E, ready to engage. All right. Just remember your training. We can do this.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that.
Yeah.
Eliminate all. Let's stop their advance. Squad E, move out. All set, Raz?
I'm kind of excited because I've never, well, I mean, never. It's been like 10 years since I last played a new Valkyria Chronicles game.
Just say the word, boss. I'm locked, loaded, and in-freaking-vincible.
Okay. First, we'll see how they respond to some infantry. Squad E, move out.
You said the other 2 games are delayed.
Okay. Looks like everyone's in position.
From what I've heard, they're inferior products.
Finally. I'm their commander. It's up to me to get everyone out alive. Concentrate. Remember your training. We can do this. I can do this.
Tutorial command mode. When combat starts, you'll see a map of the area and your unit's positions. This is referred to as command mode. Here you'll select the unit you'd like to move based on the terrain and their respective position to the enemy. Move the cursor onto Raz using that button, and press X to switch to the action mode.
Here comes the pain.
Tutorial action mode. Selecting a unit switches them to action mode, where they can move and attack. Move a unit in action mode with these buttons. The AP gauge at the bottom of the screen will slowly deplete while a unit is in motion. Once that soldier runs out of AP, they will be left unable to move.
Action points?
Yes. Order Raz to move toward the sandbags, because cover is a good thing.
Got enemies here.
You're not fighting back.
Tutorial attacking. Now that you've moved into position, it's time to attack. Press R1 when in action mode to enter target mode. Move the crosshairs with that button. Press these buttons to quickly snap between targets. Press X to attack. If the enemy survives, they might counterattack, so try and make every shot count. That's not what I want. Get back over that.
I mean, cover is important.
Yes, it is. Okay, headshots make it much more easy. It makes it much easier to kill.
Wide open. Ha! Easy.
Tutorial ending actions. Troops can only attack once per action. Once a unit is done moving and attacking, end the action to return to command mode. Press the huge button to end the unit's action. The huge button can end the unit's action even if the unit has leftover AP or is not yet attacked. Pressing O can also end your action, in which case a confirmation prompt will appear. Use whichever method you prefer. I'll probably use the O. I'm going to see if I can't find some cover over here. Sandbags. Sandbags on the field provide cover. Move behind a sandbag and press X when crouch appears to take cover. Crouching makes a unit harder to hit and negates extra headshot damage. Take cover behind sandbags as you move. Gotta end turn because I can't actually attack again.
Damn.
Why not? Are you really getting tripped up over some common foot soldiers? Why don't you ever stop and think...
Oh, shut up! Just hurry and take him out, will ya?
Thought you'd never ask. This won't take long.
Kai has deployed.
Moving out.
Yes.
And medics.
Yes. Tutorial, snipers. The sniper class specializes in shooting down enemies from afar. Zoom in and out during target mode by pressing the R up and down. Use the scope to line up headshots.
Fire!
Got him.
Didn't take much.
Great job. I knew you had it in you.
Can I take some kind of cover anywhere?
Watch them run home with their tails between their legs.
Ah, I see the other one back there.
Oh, this guy.
Okay, so I see two guys right there. There does not appear to be a lot of cover in the way. There's this one and this one. Okay, so I can kill one of them with a sniper. But with the shock trooper, what I can do is I can get right here, and that's going to leave a much better line of defense. So I think that's what I'm going to do, assuming there's nothing over here, which there could be something back this way. Could also be something back this way. I'm going to be offensive, though. I'm going to go on the offensive.
Cool, offensive.
I
I'm
got
pretty
this.
offensive. Well, didn't quite make it. So, I have put myself in a terrible position from an offensive standpoint.
Remember your training.
I'm going to get some Ragnade real quick.
That's select for healing.
Yes.
I forgot this one.
Yep. Okay, CP and ending phases. Selecting a unit in command mode uses up one command point. CP reflects the number of times you can control a unit per player phase. When your CP reaches 0, the player phase ends, and the enemy phase begins. Press those buttons to end the player phase with leftover CP. Be mindful of your positioning before the enemy phase begins. Yeah, I'm in a terrible position.
So this is the same enemy as the previous one.
Right.
Damn it!
And see, they were smart. They kept out of range, so I can't actually return fire.
There we go. About time, Claude.
Yeah, I know. Soldiers, forward! Now's our chance to take the offensive.
Backup has arrived. CP and consecutive actions. Command points are replenished at the start of every player phase. CP can be used on the same unit multiple times in a row. This is useful for cutting into enemy lines, hurrying past a dangerous terrain, or finishing off a tenacious enemy. That said, they'll tire out and start each consecutive action with less AP than the last. CP that goes unused during one phase will, however, roll over to the next. How you choose to manage CP will determine the fate of your squad. Okay. Yes. Well, first off, I need to get him into cover, because I've totally screwed this up. So... aiming in weak points. Critical hits such as headshots deal greater amounts of damage than normal. Use this button to quickly aim, then use this button to line up a headshot. Shots fired will generally land within the circle marked in your line of sight. Increase your chance of landing a hit by lining up your shots so the target is well within the circle. To kill shows how many shots must connect to eliminate the target. This number indicates whether your shots will reach the enemy or if you're aiming at a weak point. Okay, so let's go right here. Got him. Okay, so he's in cover, so I'm gonna leave him alone for now. I'm gonna go ahead and use the sniper on the last guy, and I'm gonna assume that there's somebody else out here. I'm gonna assume these aren't the only two guys that are actually out here. Got him.
Too easy.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Yeah. So far, no voice acting has been necessary. We have to remove voice acting from the title.
It's a tutorial.
Yes.
Busting out the tanks, huh? This one's all yours, Claude.
It's our turn now. Fire up the engine, Miles.
I didn't even know I had any engine miles.
Yes, sir. Okay, the Hoffen's moving out. Destroy the enemy tank.
I don't even know. Tanks. Tanks boast firepower and endurance far beyond that of foot soldiers. They can withstand gunfire from enemy infantry, making them a solid wall for your soldiers to use as cover. Tanks can destroy objects with a red X on the command mode map, either by firing a cannon or driving over them. Tanks cannot fit into narrow passages, so advance with infantry in such cases. Alright, well let's just drive the tank over here. Tank warfare. Tanks have three methods of attack: armor-piercing shells, mortar rounds, and a mounted machine gun. Armor-piercing shells are effective against tanks and other vehicles. Explosive mortars hit a broad area with a Ragnite blast ideal against infantry. Mortars travel in an arc. Aim for the center of multiple forces to maximize firepower and preserve limited ammo. The machine gun is designed to strike foes that are too close for the mortar, and to intercept incoming enemies. Press square to switch the tank's weapons.
Right there!
I missed. Is it going to let me go again with the tank?
Okay, moving out.
It is. Cool. Tank's weak points. The glowing blue radiator plate at the tank's rear is its weak point, where even standard bullets can deal damage. Try to get behind enemy tanks for a chance to take them down, while being careful not to expose your own rear to hostile fire. not leave your rear vulnerable.
Right there!
Kablooey. Operation complete.
Anyone else want to try? Squatty don't take shit from nobody. Claude knows what I'm... Whoa, you okay?
The flowers.
Oh, yeah. They didn't stand a chance. Come on, man. You're supposed to be commander of the Ranger Corps.
A commander still has a heart,
Yep.
same as a foot soldier. Rank doesn't make this any less painful to see.
So you're not upset about killing the people, you're upset about rolling over flowers.
But crying over flowers? Even little girls have bigger balls these days.
Maybe. But what matters is that their hearts...
All right, I get it. Power of the heart, blah, blah, blah. Look, just go turn in your report already, will ya? Can't go get sloshed if we're stuck here on standby.
Good point. I'll head to the command center.
It is time to get sloshed.
Yeah, you do that. And tell the brass to send us tougher imps to fight next time, yeah?
Rank A. So the main thing, yes, the main thing for maximizing score is getting the battle's objective completed as quickly as you can.
Right.
Prologue. Operation Northern Cross.
Nice. New episode has been added. So yes, at least in this first mission, of course, again, I know nothing about this. The enemy appears to be the same. It's just the group you're fighting with is different. Book mode. Discover the untold story of the Second European War by viewing this chronicle. Select a new episode to continue. Saving. Open the menu by pressing triangle. Save to record your progress. Anything can happen out there. Remember to save before, during, and after any combat operations. Yeah, I do need to save. Right. The game is like, have you considered saving? You really should. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. Okay, so we had our opening, we had A rank on a mission, and now it's time for Operation Northern Cross fighting back. Looks like a sketchbook, or a,
Sir, First Lieutenant
Scrapbook.
Claude Wallace reporting in.
Good work out there. Glad you're still in one piece. We're just about to go over our next operation.
You're late. I'm sure you know standard procedure is to report immediately after a mission.
Hey there, Minerva.
Oh, Minerva. You're reporting too?
That's lieutenant to you, Claude. Don't get smart with me just because we share rank. I've got seniority.
Sorry, Lieutenant Minerva Victor.
Well, let's get started. Minerva, give us a situation report.
Yes, sir. 3 months have passed since we went to war. I won't sugarcoat it. They're steamrolling us. By this point, a third of our territory is under Imperial control. This is officially a crisis.
If it's that bad already, we won't even be able to sustain a war effort.
You're right. And the Empire's only gaining momentum. If this draws out much longer...
Well, surely their supply lines have to be getting dragged out if they're blitzkrieging through here.
The Federation's finished. If we fall, that's it for Europa. Nobody else could stand against them. The Empire would take total control. It'd be a fascist continent ruled with an iron fist. We can't let that happen. Europa's future depends on us.
Which brings us to now. The top brass finally got off their seats and sent us a plan. A counterattack that can turn the war around in one fell swoop, ready to be put into action.
Okay, so right now I'm getting a real sense this is going to go horribly wrong, and we will end up having to join the Empire. That's my sense I'm getting right now, is they're setting that up.
What are the orders?
We put all our force into one strike. Break through their defenses and hit them where they'll hurt most.
Soldiers, supplies. We'll use all reserves we have to make a final push and capture one crucial enemy base. And we lucky few of the 32nd Armored Ranger Battalion have been handpicked as the vanguard.
Couldn't ask for a better mission, sir. Which enemy base are we targeting?
Think bigger. We take this base, and we take their will to fight.
But how could any one target mean that much to... Wait, you don't mean...
You always were a clever boy, Claude. I think you've got it.
Our target is the Imperial capital of Schwarzgrad. Let's fight back!
Operation Northern Cross.
The year was 1935 EC. Two great powers vied to control the continent of Europa. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, a dictatorship known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies banded together to form the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, Ragnite, for their prosperity, its growing scarcity leading inevitably to war. With its overwhelming military might, the Empire captured one nation after another. While the Federation struggled to maintain unity, every battle driving them further back against the wall. 3 months have passed. With 7/10 of Europa falling to the Imperial war machine, the Federation places all its hope in a desperate counterattack. Operation Northern Cross. 6 million soldiers fought in this campaign. It claimed more lives than any other in the Second European War. Federation historians call it the Eastern Theater, but the Empire knows it as the War for the Motherland.
Forward, soldiers! This is the battle you've been training for! Operation Northern Cross begins now! We'll wipe those Imperials clear off the face of Europa! Our time has come! Forward to victory!
Countless soldiers fought and died on those fields, struggling to make their ideals a reality. Ordinary people, thrust into extraordinary circumstances, fighting in the hopes that they would see a brighter future. What follows here is a record of those brave warriors, a record of that battle against the dark. Based on the diary of one Claude Wallace, the commander of the Federation's Gallian Squad E.
Sounds familiar.
I believe Gallia was the setting in the original game.
Okay, yeah.
Chapter 1. The Battle of Fort Crest.
New episode has been added.
Good news, Claude. HQ has awarded you with a medal.
The Meritorious Service Medal has been awarded. Received the accessories and award, capped bullets. Accessories. Equipping an accessory to a soldier can burst suit and stats. Your accessories can be equipped from the uniform section of the equipment menu. Try a few of them on for size. Note that you can only equip up to a number of accessories that you own. Okay, what was your question, Noel?
No.
Okay. First off, I'm going to save. Equip this now. And as far as I can tell, I actually cannot equip anything. Yeah, I don't think I can equip anything right now, so oh well.
March the 10th. At long last, we have finally entered Imperial territory. The ferocity of the Federation counterattack caught the Empire off guard. Battle by battle, town by town, we're pushing back the front, with no signs of slowing down. The road to Schwarzgrad is a long one, running at least 1,500 kilometers from friendly territory into the heart of the Empire. But at the end of it lies our target, the capital city.
Yes.
We have a long trek ahead of us, but for now, morale is high. Everyone here believes in this operation. Everyone is praying it'll succeed.
I guess the Empire's not so tough after all, huh, Commander? Give them one good stomping, and all of a sudden they're running off home. Huh? So are you gonna take a picture of everything we pass? Here, let me have a look at it.
Hey, Raz, come on! Stop it, really! You're wasting my film!
Wasting? No chance. What you got here is a picture of a future hero. You take one too, eh, Kai?
Yeah, maybe. There you go. That's a keeper.
Damn it, Miles! The hell was that for? Freaking hurt,
Quiet.
man!
I told him to stop the tank.
Huh? Everything okay?
The wind shifted.
A new episode has been added. I assume eventually I'm going to be able to equip stuff.
They brought out the big guns.
A blast that big could wipe out a whole squad. Easy.
Let's keep moving. A rendezvous point with Squad F should be nearby. Flash.
Thunder.
That's the password. Next time, give us the response before you scare us shitless.
Apologies. I didn't mean to frighten you. Follow me. Lieutenant Victor is waiting.
Who? Oh, you mean Minerva. And you...
Corporal Crystal Ward, from Squad F. Indeed. I have the honor of answering to Minerva Victor, the strongest and smartest officer in the army. I assume you saw that explosion.
Oh, we saw it all right. They must be packing serious heat.
A 21-centimeter howitzer. Currently, our worst nightmare.
It must have a range of at least 10 kilometers. We can't advance with that thing around.
Just so. Our mission is to capture that cannon.
Commander!
Good work leading Squad E so far, Claude. Your slow pace, however, does leave something to be desired.
We saw cannon fire, so we've been proceeding with caution.
Keep your excuses. As I said before, the success of Operation Northern Cross hinges on our swift advance. Time is of the essence.
I know.